Webinar talking about looking at maybe intraday trades and short-term trades and long-term trades and so forth. And the only way I know how to do that is throw it to you and say, give me a product and I'll give you a direction. That is pretty much the name of the game here. Let me get the chat line up. I was thinking about it off and on, and I don't mind, giving you the direction from the math and what it's telling us. I just need you to tell me what you want to look at. That's all it comes down to. And if you don't know what you want to look at, well, I don't know how else to do it. Because I don't know how much money you have in your account, how much desire or how much pain or pleasure you want out of your account. I don't know what you are interested in. I don't know if you have the ability to trade stocks. I don't know if you have the ability to trade currencies. I don't know if you have the ability to trade futures. I have no idea. So for me to just give a generic, let's trade. I do every day when I run my rhythm. I'm showing you what you can trade through the math. I'm giving you an idea of where it's going. And so I'm just like, I need you out there to tell me what you want. Do you want to trade short term for the next 4 minutes? Do you want to trade for the next 4 months? Do you want to trade for the next 4 years? That's why we give you this insight for an hour every day on what the direction is and what the products are doing and what ancillary, or as we would say, what kind of chatter or ideas that money managers are discussing and what they're thinking. But for me to invent, I can invent anything. I have the ability to invent anything. I can do it all. I can do a hedge fund. I can do intraday trading. I can do long-term investing. I can do it all. There's no challenge to me on any of it. It's just up to you. So, because I don't even know if anybody's out there listening. That's the biggest question of all. Is anybody out there trading with Doc? Okay, let's see. Who's this? Okay. Let's do that for Robin. Where is it at? There. Let's see. There we are. Go with that. Let's get rid of that. Let's find Robin. Send it over to him. There we are. And let's do that right there. Copy. And how did it disappear on me? Right there. Paste. There we are. Sent that over to Robin. And off it goes. There we are. So that's what it comes down to more than anything else. I need you to tell me what you want, not what I want. Because what I want, I do already. And if you say, well, Doc, what are you trading? Then I'll tell you. Because I trade a dozen different things and have a dozen different ways of doing it. So there we are. That's all we can do. And I'll just go through the rhythm until someone speaks up and says, hey, I want to trade for the next 10 minutes. That's where it's at. I've thought about this. I've been, off and on, been thinking about it for like the last 24 hours since we had this conversation yesterday. And it's like, it makes sense. Got questions? Yeah, exactly. You got a question, you have a desire, you want to make a trade, then let us know. And I'll go from there. And I'm going to keep on doing the basic rhythm because I don't know what else to do. Because I don't want to have a conversation with myself in the end. That's what it really comes down to. I need you, the webinar listener. I need you, the one listening in the distance, on what you want, not what I want. It'd be me talking to myself in the end result, and no one would gain out of it. So I'm just going to go through the same rhythm as I always do, because until someone tells me what they want, I can't give it to them. That's what it comes down to. All right, there's the dollar index. Dollar index trying to work its way down a little bit today. Supposedly there's they're trying to defend, I guess it is, the Chinese market. That's what the announcement was. Let's just take a look at it on where's it at? There's the mouse right there. Let's just take a look at it right here on the beta. There's the Nikkei. Nikkei was up a little bit, but pushing into the sell, and the weekly's heading to the sell. And then let's go over to the Chinese market itself, and you can see here. Oh, okay, yeah. So second day of they're doing some buying now. I saw that the Hang Seng was down, but in here this Shenzhen stock index, I think it's like the 30 top stocks in China, is obviously lifting up. So they're bottom fishing in there. They're trying to do a little buying before front running the market. Basically, they know what the Communist Party is going to do, how they're going to prop up the marketplace. There's supposedly now talk of a $7 trillion yuan stimulus package, which comes out to be almost it's pretty close to a trillion dollars. And they have about $1 trillion parked here in the United States. I doubt they're going to go sell their bonds just to pop up their market, but who knows? When you have a limited amount of people running an economy, they can do anything they want, and not worry about the rest. So that is where we are there. You can see the dollar index keeps on dropping. Let's put it up over here. Let's see. Right there. And is that the dollar? Yeah, that is a dollar index. Let's reload that. Something looks a little funky. Put that in there like this, and then go over there. And let's show you what we're doing at the moment. Right there. See if it updates. And you see here it's still in the buy. It's pressing down, but that's what they're showing. We're at 10. J4X is showing it 103.95 at the moment. And this is yesterday. It still hasn't updated yet. We're waiting for that tick. Let's go like this. See if we can get this to give us an update tick right now. Either way, you can see that pressure on the dollar. We did see the 30-year bond start to drop its rate. That was pretty cool. There it is. Yeah, see it's moving down just a little bit at that 103.95 area. And that's the that action we're seeing there. Now, let's see. Let's see. We just want to double check one thing here, and we'll see how that's playing out. There we go. All right, so that's where we are, and I still don't see anybody asking about a 4-minute chart or a trade to do for the next 5 minutes. I don't see anybody asking about anything. So as much as we talked about it yesterday, again, if I can't get an input from you out there, there's not much for me to tell you, because I don't know if you have $200 in an account or $200,000 in an account. I don't know if you have a futures account. I don't know if you have a currency account. I don't know if you have a stock account. So I'm not just going to just throw advice out there, because there are so many smart ways to do this, but you have to tell me what you want. And that's unfortunately the way it goes. If you're looking for me to throw ideas out there, that's what I do by going through this whole rhythm. If you want to limit what I reflect, in other words, limit the amount of currencies I reflect, or limit the amount of futures I reflect, or start adding more stocks that I don't really do unless someone asks. You gotta ask me. I can't tell you. I'm not big on telling people what to do. I'm only big on reading the tea leaves, basically. And the tea leaves are very accurate, and we try to give you that direction. That's pretty much the name of the game there. Wow, okay. So from there, let's see, where do we jump to from over there? Let me just see what the stock market's doing. The stock market's making a nice push up. Look at that. It's trying, that's for sure. What else do we got going on here? Let's go take a look at the euro, since no one's saying anything to me. And any news today? It seems like a lot of Fed officials are talking, giving their opinions, and it's like a slow, steady, constant drumbeat. Maybe we'll cut, maybe we won't cut. We know we shouldn't cut. That's one thing they all know. They shouldn't cut. I saw one statement today where all these damn Fed presidents and so forth and committee people talking, and they said, we know we want to get to a 2% inflation rate. That's all that was their. That's the only thing they were clear about, is they knew they wanted to get to that. It's like, good for you guys. Take a sip of my tea. They're very concerned that if they cut and inflation starts to perk up again with an election coming up, they are cooked. So they are going to drag their feet as best as they can, as long as they can, and and that is the way they're going to go, and that's why that's why we are in this odd situation at the moment. You don't hear a lot of smart statements from them. They just throw out some ideas. One good thing about the Fed chairman at the moment, he is starting to make some sense in the fact that he's realizing that he cannot lower rates without possibly instigating inflation again. And there is some serious talk out there that there are money managers out there concerned that they may have to raise again, even with him saying that he's done at the moment. And that tells you that we tell you that we follow inflation a little differently than what the government likes to follow, and the numbers are not as good as they want to claim. As I understand, inflation is around 4.1 really still. Now that's what they refer to as a year over year, but they themselves now they claim that inflation's around 3%, heading for 2, like 2.9 or 2.8, something like that. And they're saying it's getting really close by, and maybe they need to cut, just to do it faster or something of that nature. And the Fed chairman realizes that is a dead end. He realizes that the last thing he needs is to fight inflation and then turn around and cut and then watch inflation perk right up because he missed it the last time, and he's really scared, or he doesn't have the confidence to do anything else. Now I'm leaving an intraday chart up there. So if people really want to trade, there it is right there, live trading. You can follow our math instantly and trade, instantly, and then we can jump around to other products and always be live at the same time of an intraday chart if you're that hungry to make a trade. So, and I'm not trying to be salty or arrogant. I'm just telling you. Let's see, where's it? Yana says our programs will be no longer get pop-ups on the platform. What's that mean? Pop-ups on platform. Let's see what that is. That's Janos saying that. I'm not sure what that means exactly. Let's see. Let's go to that again and see what that means. Okay, so for some reason, marketing head has been actually hiring people that work remotely. Let's see, where are we at here? There we go. Okay. Our program will no longer get pop-ups on the platform. We get 5 to 10 people that click on it, and from more than 1,000 people live in midday. The pop-ups are now seen as spamming. If we would get up to a level of 1,000 live views, we could resume. So either get a miracle done, or this is it for the notification. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'd like to help out. I just don't know how to help out. Like I said, I'm going to leave a tick chart up there. And if someone says I can't see the tick chart clear enough, there was a time where I used to use the camera, and I used to leave a camera on a intraday euro, since it's the most liquid currency besides the dollar. And it was a dollar euro. It was the euro dollar pairs trade, and you could just trade the intraday chart on that with no problem at all with our math for a whole hour. So I have no problem putting a tick chart up there for people who want to trade in an intraday, or and then at the same time we can look at longer term trades. You got to tell me. Look at that. Look at the way there. Look at the euros backing off more there. Look at that. You can see it on the J4X. Oh, that's a 1 minute chart. Okay. Let's get the daily up there. There it is right there. So that is the situation we have here now. It sounds like Janusz would like to see us get more aggressive. The problem is I don't know what to get aggressive on. I have all the abilities to do all of it. And so we'll have to find out what you out there want, not what I want. Because I can do anything. So let's see now. So there is the, as you can see there, the euro is starting to back off. So let's put the euro up on the screen and see what that looks like with our old platform there. And there it is. You can see it. Actually, what's interesting is there's the euro dollar pairs trade, and it's actually lifting up at 107.69, 68. Basically, so that hinky ASCII red is really turning up, and you can see our algorithm is turning up right there. You see it all, and that's the action we're seeing with that. It's been in this long down slope. It keeps on playing with it. It just doesn't seem to want to stop. And you can see we've been in that weekly sell from there. And it's trying to get back into a daily buy. We'll see what that does. So, all right. Just making sure I didn't miss any other messages. Any other messages? Okay. So from there we'll slip back onto a intraday chart again. Right there. You see the S&P 500 has moved from you can see here it moved from like 73 or so up to 82 and a quarter, heading for that 83 there. So it's almost a 10 handle move on the upside. So if you're an intraday trader, there was a great trade. The system went into a buy, and it went running. So, all right. From there, we can go look at the British pound. See what the British pound's up to. That's probably turning just as fast or faster. Right there. Yep, look at that. It's green. It's pressing up. The fast is at 26. The slow is at 25. And let's take a look at what it looks like right there. There it is right there. trying to get up, but it's also having that issue. It's trying to get through, and the green line here on the slow algorithm on the weekly is still aimed sideways to down. Just like the euro right there. Well, no, actually it's trying to turn, but look how far away it is. So either way, they're both weak, but they're showing that underlying strength is trying to turn up on a daily and weekly basis. Crude oil. Okay. Please review the S&P 500. All right, let's take a look at the S&P 500. Let's see, right there. And there is the S&P 500 at the highs of the day. I think it's the highs of the day. Yeah, I think it is. I think that's the high of the day. The high today is, where is it at? Oh, no, the high today is 83.50. So 4,983.50. And right now you see it's trading at 82 and a quarter. They're just about off the edge. You see it's trying to roll over. And we can go look at the SPY at the same time, Robin, and check that out too. Right there. And SPY's lifting up also, but you can see both have got the lines aiming down. There is pressure on them. Going back to the S&P 500, you can see the weekly doesn't care. It's still in a nice strong weekly buy. There you go. We're at 83 and a quarter now. We're at the highs of the day. Did we make a new high? Not yet, but I'm sure we will. We're in a intraday buy. You see that right there. It's climbing nicely. And so there is the strength and pressure right there. Crude oil. Let's check out the crude oil. Crude oil is pushing through the buy this morning also. Last I saw it, there it is right there. You see the weekly is not turning much. It is in between the manifolds itself. And you can see that strength trying to turn up. Last couple of days it's bottomed in here. But it's not really running that far and fast, that's for sure. Let's see, what's the next one? Soybeans. Let's check out soybeans. There is... Oh, let's get that up there. There is the oats and dotes and little daisies. Here is the March soybean, showing that pressure this morning on the downside. And it's in 4 days in a sell. It's been in a weekly sell for a while now. You can see right there. There you go. So from the 13.5 area, it's now in the 11.85 area. And that's exactly, traders, how we can provide information. We can take a look at the math and give you what it's doing at that moment. And that's pretty much the name of the game. But if we redo the webinar and turn it into an intraday thing, I don't know how many people are going to care. If we keep on looking at it on a daily and weekly basis, I don't know how many are caring. I just don't know how, if we're trading stocks, let's see what that is. Gas line. Soybean gas line. Gas line? You mean gasoline? I mean gasoline. Let's see. Oh, okay. You're talking about, let's find that. Bang, 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 bang. Where am I going? Let's go to this. And let's go take a look at that. Did we make a new high? I think we did. No, still stuck at 50. Now it's a new high today. There we go. They just made a new high. All right, now you're talking about automobile fuel. Let's see if we can find that. Automobile fuel. That would be here. And then here is heating oil. We'll make a copy of that. And we'll put in unleaded gasoline. Copy. Paste. And let's put that in there. Let's see what it looks like. I have to figure out what the symbol is and add it. Let's see. I think they call it unleaded, don't they? Let's go check that out. All right, let's see what it is. Gasoline, there it is. Let's see what this is. RB, that's it. All right, let's go check out RB. Add a symbol. Futures. RB. Enter. All right. So we're looking for March Robo. Right there. Okay, close. RB. And let's see what this one says for the weekly. RB again. Close. All right, went into the sell last week. That's interesting. Went into the buy here. We'll throw that in there. Throw that there. Throw this there. And then throw this box here because it's going back into the buy with no problem. And we'll change that color. There it is. There we are. And when it comes to the daily, went into a daily buy right here. Went back into a sell right there. Went into a daily buy right here. Inside that buy. So this was a winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's pretty cool. There's the sell right there. Then went into the weekly sell at the same time. And we went into the daily buy right there. And there is gas. Let's put that in there. Robo. We're just going to label it as it is on the exchange. Robo. There we are. And save it. There we go. Now, where's the next one? I guess estimate review. Let's see. I have to. Okay, now. Oh, I know what it is.
Market data connection
right there.
lost.
There we go. Now, let's get yes, and then silver. Okay, let's see what silver looks like. Roger Dodger, Robin. And there's silver. It's been in that daily sell since right here. From the, what is that, the 2308 area, I guess you could say. And it's traded down to 23. It hasn't been that dynamic. 2228. So that's pretty much the answer to that. It's been in a weekly sell since back in here. And there we go. That's exactly what I can do. And if you want to know intraday, let's go throw an intraday chart up again. We have one parked there all the time. And you can see it's starting to roll over again right here. If this closes in there, then the odds are 8.5 out of 10 that it's going to go down in value. And that's just like this one was right here. Let's widen that out a little bit. Right there, 8 out of is it 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 3. The close here of 71.25 was the buy, and we're waiting to see if it'll close in a sell so far? None. And the green little thin line and the blue have to be minus and closed to put it into that direction. And that's where we stand. All right. At least thank you, Robin, for out there asking some questions. I can't do it without you asking for questions. That's why we do this rhythm every day. And you want to see a stock, you want to see a currency, you want to see a futures contract, you got to ask for it. And at the same time, if you want to see it on a daily, weekly, or you want to see it on an intraday basis, or you want to trade it for the next 2 days, you got to say it so I can give you the math to it. Can't do it without you. All right. From there, what a nice spike that is. Look at that. Interesting. And from there, we go to, where do we go to? Let's go, we were looking at cable. I'll just go right back to the rhythm again. And from the cable, let's see, we go to the Swiss. See what the Swiss is looking like this morning. There it is on J4X. And you can see right there, still climbing up. New highs on the S&Ps. Still not getting into a sell, that's for sure. And so there it is right there. You can see the Swiss firm moving up. They are fighting inflation at the moment in Switzerland. So we see that pressure. Do we have anything stronger in an opinion than that? Not really. You just see this good strength that's going on in the dollar and the weakness in the Swiss saltine there, the Swiss franc. You can see it's rolling over a little bit. You know, the slow algorithm right there on the daily is trying to roll over. You can see the weekly still in the buy right there. There's the zero line. It's going on a third week in a buy. So at this point, we don't see anything more than that. And let's see. That's where we're at. That's exactly where we're at. All right, now we go to the yen. There's the yen trying to roll over again. After 3 days in a buy, it didn't really go anywhere. We're still in that weekly buy here. And let's put it up on J4X. Right there, dollar yen. See a little red hinky ASCII bar starting to generate on our Manhattan indicator there. And that is the pressure we are seeing on the dollar yen pairs trade. All right. We'll go back to the intraday again. Ooh, 86.25 now. So we're making new highs. It just keeps on climbing. Maybe there's an 8:30 number. We'll see what they do in 10 minutes from now. Take a sip of our tea there. And there, just that daily buy, that intraday buys. Been a winner chicken dinner. Just keeps on climbing. Tried to get a little weakness in there. It didn't seem to last long, and it didn't go into a sell. So that's the nature of it all. And that's the example we give. And so it's always up to you, because I don't know how much money you have in an account. I have no idea what you're interested in trading when it comes to intraday, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. Or, since we can answer all those questions, we have no problem answering any one of those questions. And let's see. Let's go to, over on J4X, we will go to right there. Let's see. We go to the great experiment, basically, the Euro Turkish lira. Now, 4 days ago, it closed at an all-time close. See what it's doing. Oh, it's close today, but not there. The all-time close now is something like 33.15, as you see on J4X there. Go to here. There it is. You see it's trading at 33.0, basically 00. So it's about 14.5 away, something like that. 145 away, I guess that's what it'd be. Almost 115 points away. But this product in 5 trades can make 115 trades. So that's not surprising on any level. Not at all. Not at all. Now from there, we go back to the intraday. And you see intraday was trying to get weak and failed at it again. And we're at the highs of the day in the S&P still. And you can see that nice big spike there. And so from there, let's see, from there, we go over to, well, first of all, we'll leave that ticking away so you can see it. And let's go to the South African Rand. South African Rand. Right there. And you can see it's been moving up. So that means there's weakness in the metals complex. Now let's put it up on here. And there is ZAR. And so it was down. It was strong against the dollar yesterday. So when this is going down, it's stronger against the dollar. Now today it's weaker against the dollar because it's popping up. And what else can we say about any of that? Let's take a look and see at. Let's take a look at gold. And here is gold. There's silver. So silver is moving down for the last 5 days. And that matches up with the South African Rand moving up. You know, in other words, it's going, the bars are headed up and silver goes down. That's how that works with the Rand against the metals complex. Then there is gold. Gold kind of the same way. It's been heading down for like the last 5 days as Rand has been moving up. And you can see we are still in that weekly sell just like silver is for a 4th week now. Or no, for a 4th week now. So, and that is the action in gold. Now we'll go over to the gold of China, and that is copper. Now that's interesting. You know, when they made that first announcement that they were organizing to do some type of propping up of the economy, you know, they jacked the copper up. It ran up with no problem, but now they're backing it off for the last 6 days now. And it's still in that weekly sell from back in here. So it ran up to where it went into the weekly sell and rolled over again. And then last but not least, we go to the platinum. And platinum is doing the same thing. It's under $900, still in that weekly sell. It lifted up to it, but didn't succeed when we went into the daily buy. But it just could not get it out of its own way on a weekly trend. See, this is what we're showing you, is that we look at all these trends. Daily and weekly. We can go monthly. We can go yearly, so forth and so on. But it's much easier to just give you the daily and the weekly if you're a long-term trader. You're trading for weeks and months. then it's smart to see the daily for the very short term, and then the weekly keeps on reconfirming if you should be long or short. And that's the way that works. There's your intraday. Now we've made another new intraday high of 4,988. And you see that strength is still there, and it's still in a daily buy from the 71 area. And so I think that's probably what you want in the end result. Is a lot of people here want to see it all, what we can do, and showing it to you live. And that's the most important thing of all, is that we're not giving you 5-hour-old charts or yesterday's charts and saying, see, just follow us. We're giving you live charts now and say, follow our math. The math is beautiful. No math magic here, all real math. All right, and then from there we go over to Brent. Let's take a look at Brent oil. Over on J4X. And if you can't see it, tell us it's not, like when we can go like that with you right there. But it cuts out the intraday chart, but we can gladly show it to you. You can see there's some strength coming in there. And at the same time, it looks like another high in the S&P 500. And then at the same time, we'll put Brent up on, right there, on our beta. Like so. There's the beta. And you can see there, it's trying to lift up. That's the daily. The weekly is trying to get up through there too at the same time after being in sell for 3 days. I'm sorry, 3 weeks. 3 weeks. So back in here, it went into the weekly sell, and you can see the pressure that we had on the product. Now we're trying to get was that 6 days in a sell. Or was it 5 days in a sell? Now it's trying to climb into the daily buy. Huh. Interesting. They were asking for Ted Cruz's calls for McConnell to resign. All right, now there's the Brent, and you can see it here at the same time. And then let's go to, there's the intraday. You can see that. It's starting to flirt. If it closes there, it will be in the sell. Live, not yesterday, not 4 days ago. Now let's go back to the beta and go take a look at crude oil. This is West Texas Intermediate. Let's put it up over here. Right there. See, it's trying to make that turn too. Same thing on the beta. Doing the same thing. Trying to make that turn right there. And over here, we take a look at it right, where's it at? Right there. There it is right there. You see it's trying to climb into the daily buy, but it's still in that weekly sell for a week and not really turning too fast this week. It is Wednesday, so we have a couple more days of action to come. And then we go over to right there, that intraday. No sell there yet. Look at that. One side of it did, the other side did not. So it's still in the buy since that 71.25 area. And we've traded as high as 88.75. So that's 17 handles. From there, we go over to natural gas. And there's natural gas. Natural gas has been pressing down, down, and down. You see that? Down, and down, down.
Market data connection
and
re-established.
We go over to the beta. And you can see that. Now we've made another new high in the S&P 500. So we're moving towards 20 handles at this point. We get to 91.25. It's 20 handles. And let's put natural gas on there like that. And you see it's been in that sell for 7 days. the weekly for 3 weeks, the pressure is on. And it's pressuring down. Then we go over to here, and we put on, let's see, where is it at? Right there. And there is natural gas. And you can see the same situation right there. That pressure is on. Indeed, indeed. So from there, we go over to the energy company down in Spain. Let's check that out. There we are. Let's see. Let me just go find that. Let's find that energy company down in Spain to give us a general idea of what is going on in Europe, natural gas wise. And you can see it there. We're under the 24. We've been fighting to get under those numbers like that for a long while. And finally we are there. And like that, and then we go like that, and we go like that. Let's try that. Okay, what are they saying? Right there, like that. There we are. There we go. So from there, let's put it up on the beta. Right there. Go to the intraday, and there it is right there. Oh, we didn't have, let's get the intraday up there too. And so there is, on the beta, you can see it's been in a weekly sell all these weeks. And you can see here, it's been in a daily sell for almost the whole month, all the way back to, what is that, January 4th or something like that. We did have it jump into a buy for a day or two, and it went right back into the sell at the 27 area. Now we are trading in the 23 area. So again, as we say here, we can show it to you all. We can do it all. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Okay. Let me just double check the chat line, make sure I'm not missing a question anywhere. If it wasn't for Robin, no one would be, asking anything, and you wouldn't be seeing anything more. So this is what we're going to do now, is we're going to have an intraday chart, and you can see the system working live. And that's the best way to go. All right, from where are we at now? So we are at, that's the natural gas in Europe, and that is the Spanish energy company. We follow the stock, and that gives us a general idea of what is going on over there. So now from there, you can see, let's show you the intraday. And there's the intraday right there. Might as well make it the whole page like so. There it is right there. So you can see we are flirting again with a sell. Let's see what happens if it gets into a sell. Let's see, now we have, I guess it was 15 after, so if there's some news coming out, it's starting to show weakness, that's for sure. And did we just close on a sell? It looks like we did. Minus, no, not yet. The zeros, we still have zeros on the other two. We need another one of those to get us into the sell. So it's 0, 0, and a minus. That's it. So we need all three to be in the minuses. You can see it's trying to break down a little bit in here on that intraday trade. Let's see. Like that. There we are. And we need that tail to be gone for it to get into the sell. All right. Traders out there, any particular thing you'd like to see? We're going into the last 3 or 4 minutes of our webinar here. So We've gone through the currency. Oh, you know what I want to do? I do want to do this. I want to get the Hang Seng. I want to get that up on the screen compared to that 30 stock index, because something, is nowhere near what, like I saw the Hang Seng down today, and I'd rather reflect what's the action in Shanghai. Let's see if we can get that up there. Let's see. Oop, I think we got it there. Got the symbol, the whole thing. Now it's been lifting too the last couple of days. Okay, but it was down today. So let's put that in the Hang Seng index. Copy. And click go on that. And we're going to show you that. We'll go give you a view of the stock indices around the world. There we are. Now let's give that a refresh. Oh, it looks, no, we're still flirting with the daily sell, aren't we? We're trying to get into the daily sell on the S&P 500. And then you can watch live to see how well it did. Let's see, go like that, and then go like that. And let's go see the Hang Seng. There's the Hang Seng, and there it is. Okay, yeah, so it popped up, but it's down today, as you can see. Let's put it on the beta. Ooh, we're getting close. 133, 121, 93, 20, 19, 18, 6. There it goes. It's in a daily sell now at 86.75. Now let's see how high or low it goes from there. And here's the Hang Seng. Let's show you the Hang Seng. If I can find that mouse there. There's the Hang Seng. It tried to pop up to yesterday, put some pressure on it. You can see overall it's been in that weekly sell for a while. And you can see right there, it is down for the day. I knew it was down for the day. I don't know why the other index here, this 30 index of Shenzhen, right there, is reflecting up for the day. And then when you look at Hong Kong, see Hong Kong was down for the day. I think we're going to get rid of that Shenzhen index. It only reflects 30 stocks. I guess it's like the attempt to be the Dow. Here's the Kospi. You see Kospi's breaking down a little. No, it was up for the day. Now Kospi seems to be bouncing. Let's see. Kospi seems to be bouncing, back up. You can see it's, for like, I don't know, since back in here. You can see the Kospi index right there starting to turn up and getting into the daily buy, and that's the South Korea index. They've really felt the pain from China collapsing. They have felt that pain. You can see you can't see on the intraday. Let's show you the intraday. It's basically unchanged so far. It's only a quarter lower. Let's see if it goes. Now it's unchanged. Because it went into the daily sell at 86.75. And after now it's losing a quarter. And you can see the product had a fantastic run of 20 handles. So, the 2,000 points, I guess you could say. And so we're down a quarter point. So you can definitely afford, as an intraday trader, to stand to the side. All right, traders, we're going to leave that up there a little bit and talk about what are we going to do. We're not going to do anything more, but we're going to see if you have anything to say, and if not, we're going to get out of here. So we have to come up with a title. And the title will be, today is what algos say. What algorithms say. There you go. That's the title today. So this is Doc from North America saying, happy trails to you until we meet again tomorrow on Thursday. Happy trails to you, to all our trading friends. Later, later, traders. Have a safe and smart trading day. Yo, yo, Robin.